Hello, everyone. It's Alex Katutis, research analyst with Revere Asset Management. Today is November 10th, 20 after 2 my time or 20 after 4 Eastern time, coming to you from Cave Creek, Arizona. I want to go over the bonus stock of the week today and also a little bit of a review what's going on in the markets. And I made a cut on one of the bonus stocks as it broke some of my stop rules. And I want to go over the last standing bonus stock that I have gone over with you guys in the previous weeks, and they reported earnings today, and that stock was Dutch Brothers. But before we move on, let's go over our contact information right here. You can reach us at dan@revereasset.com, tim@revereasset.com, Hunter, Merrill, myself, Alex, or Don, or you can call us at 855 Real Wealth or 855-732-5932. You can go ahead and pause the video if you need to take those emails down and reach out to us for any of your stock advice, whatever you need. Reach out to Dan or Don. They could help you guys out, even if you're not a client and you're interested in our methods of you know bobbing and weaving within the very volatile markets where the market starts to come down and you don't know what to do. We can help you in measuring that risk, and we don't allow large losses. We really put our stops in place and have a good set of rules here at Revere. So that's what we do. We manage risk. Anyways, let's move on to the market. So today we moved our market leaders. You can see right here on the right. It was a nasty blow, a blow today across growth stocks actually, and those are usually generally the leaders of the market is the growth stocks. I'll show you a couple of those and why we moved to neutral. But for now, the overall market, we're trending above the 21 exponential moving average, the 50-day simple moving average, and the 200-day simple moving average. We're still intact, so we have the bullish uptrend is still intact. Let's move on to the chart so I could actually show you the percentage gains and losses for the day. The Nasdaq right here, you can see came down 1.6%, still holding above that 21 EMA. But you know, it was a rough day. We had a nice run here. I mean, the market was up 10 days straight, so this is I call it a rug pull, and you know, this pullback it's hard when you're in it, but if you really look at the overall big picture, 1% or 1.5% down in the day, it's not gonna destroy the portfolio. At least it shouldn't. I was down today. I had a couple of names that really got hit. I will go over one of them was the bonus stocks. Actually, let's look at that right now. So Affirm, you know, this was affected by the Upstart earnings, and Upstart gap down, and they do. It's not the same business model, and they don't do the same things, but it's still in fintech, and I guess the institutions or retail did not like that. So they got sold off, and I got stopped out. And here at Revere, we also sold because we can't hold that risk into earnings. And you can see the earnings must be going well because it's up 25% after hours. You know, it's kind of a that stings, but you know we don't gamble here. You know, you can't if you're down or you're back to cost going into an earnings call. You don't know what's going to happen. It could have gone 22% down. Then what? You know, now you're stuck and you have to take a big loss, and that could really affect your portfolio overall. And we could always buy this back. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. And you know, that the fact that it's trading back up here at 165, maybe I can get back in and buy it back higher. It's not favorable. You don't always want to do that, but sometimes that's okay. So you know what? Now at this moment, because it's trading like this at this very minute, let's keep Affirm as a bonus stock. Okay, I got stopped out. If you haven't bought it yet, you know, tomorrow see what it's doing. I would not advise you guys to trade this after hours. It's always better to trade during market hours. And again, this is for educational purposes. I'm not advising you to buy this stock. If you want that advice, like I said, reach out to Dan or Don, and we could help you out and what exactly what to do and how to go about trading this. But anyways, let's go over bros. So this also reported earnings today. The two bonus stocks is kind of an important day for the bonus stock picks. They're both reporting today. So Dutch Brothers, this is also going up, and I in my tracking portfolio held this, and the reason is I had a lot more cushion and I've talked about this in previous bonus stock videos, that if you have over a 10 to 11% or higher cushion, meaning you're up that much going into earnings, you could hold that. Because even if it does have a really bad report, and let's say it goes down 10%, 15%, all right, you sold out and you take your stop, and the next day and you sell at cost or maybe a little bit of a loss. But if you hold the stock into the earnings with no cushion, now you're just taking a straight big loss, and that's not okay. You got to have cushion going into the earnings call, and I did, so I held it, and maybe that pays off. It's up a little bit. I don't see much volume in the after hours. I'm looking at my other screen on my Thinkorswim account, and I'm not seeing crazy volume. Like Affirm is having a lot of volume, so that we'll have to see tomorrow. I think Dutch Brothers is also a newer IPO, so maybe the institutions are still learning about it, and they'll be reading up on the report. And I would like to go over a couple of the things that came out. So Dutch Brothers right now, they have 500 operating shops, okay? They said on the call, or at least on the report before the call starts, that they're going to try to get it. Their goal is to go to 4,000 shops. That's a big long-term projection. That kind of reminds me of like a Chipotle or a Starbucks projection when Starbucks first started moving out. I think it was back in the 80s or 90s. I don't know exactly. I don't want to say the wrong decade, but it was a long time ago, okay? And that stock started to run. That was kind of the same, has the same look to it, same fundamentals, same story. I even more Chipotle in a sense, and I've talked about this because there's so many Mexican restaurants you can go to, but Chipotle separated themselves and it had like a cultish feel to it, and people just keep going and like it. Dutch Brothers has the same feel. Every time I've been going every week still. I get my my sugar-free black iced tea with a little bit of vanilla. Me and my wife go and get that, and it tastes great, and I like the drink. It's better than drinking soda, and you're not going to be pounding down calories. They do have some calorie-intense drinks, so if you're trying to lose weight, maybe stick to the ones that are sugar-free for now. But if you want to treat yourself, try out their Annihilator's pretty good. Some of their coffee drinks, I really, they're really good, especially the holiday season coming around. I bet you they have some pumpkin spice flavors, but coffee it's not going anywhere, and they're probably, Tim brought this up on one of our podcasts, which we're doing tomorrow, by the way. He talked about they can squeeze out whatever price they want, like at a Starbucks. Let's say the price of coffee goes down. It's not like they're gonna lower their vanilla latte from $6 to $4 because coffee went down in price. Their margins are always gonna. It's really hard for them to not make money on a $6 drink, because that probably costs them. I don't know the cost of what a $6 drink at Dutch Brothers would be for them, but I imagine the fluctuations in coffee, it doesn't matter to them. It matters to us, and they will always make money on that sale to you. The other thing I want to note, I actually went into the store, the front window, and I wanted to share this with the people that follow me and here on YouTube. And I asked the gentleman at the front how many cars they had, and he's like, "Oh, we have a computer that actually tracks how many cars come through the drive-through." And I was like, "Well, how many do you have today?" He was like, "Here, I'll show you." And he had, I think it was like 470 cars had gone through that particular drive-through only. This isn't including you can go to the window. There's nowhere really to sit except outside. They have a couple benches. It's not like an in-store shop. If you don't know what Dutch Brothers is, imagine like a kind of like a small hut, and there's a drive-through on the outside, and there's a window you could also walk up to. A lot of people just go through the drive-through. Anyways, that's besides the point. He had about 470 cars roll through, and I was like, "Is that how is that compared to usual?" He's like, "It's kind of a slow day." And this was like 4 o'clock, and I'm thinking to myself, they had 470 cars go through by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They're open till 10, and it's always busy even at night. I don't know if people drinking coffee at night, but I mean, the students maybe. I know there's a Dutch Brothers near ASU campus. That's actually where I went. I'm a Sun Devil, and they had one on campus. I remember 10 years ago I used to go to Dutch Brothers, so they've been around. But I'm thinking to myself, man, like if they get to 4,000 stores and they're jam packed at most of them, let's say 75% of them, and they're pulling through 700 cars through the drive-through a day. That just spells good fundamentals to me. I can't emphasize how important earnings and sales are, and Dutch Brothers has that. You know, I haven't seen an IPO in a while that has sales and EPS like it does, and they beat today. The revenue was, I think it's up 49% year over year. You know, that's pretty substantial. I like to see that, and I'm gonna let's stick with these two for now. I have a couple on my watch list. I may go over this. Unity Software caught my eye. You know, let's see how this develops over this 175 area, and then maybe next week I can actually officially say that it's a bonus stock. But for now, let's just put it on the B list and keep the Dutch Brothers and Affirm on the A list, because Affirm I was going to take off, but the fact that it's ripping up after hours, let's keep it on the list. It held the 50-day moving average. That's another tell. That red line's the 50-day simple moving average. That's like your ultimate line in the sand to stay away from a stock. It's staying above it, so let's keep it on the list. That's all I got for you today. Kind of a longer video. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, please email me at alex@reveraasset.com. Take care, stay healthy, and have a good one.